those strong winds have arrived. And that'll be it for about a week with the fishing anyway. So while Rebecca was in the UK, she picked up a few bits there. One is this new MIG welder, and we're going to be using this for many things, partly for doing some of the trailer work and that. It's a slightly better one, it's not the cheapest of ones. And the first thing we're going to actually test it on is we're going to be making a new type of crab char. I say new type, it's not a new type, it's based off of type that a lot of places use around the world. But it's kind of a cross between half crab wheel and half crab pot. It's somewhere in the middle. But we'll get to that when we start building it, we'll show you it all. And this is going to be the netting we're going to use on it. It's smaller meshed netting, more sort of longusting in size, I'd say. So we'll be using this bright orange. We might even do a crab pot in bright orange just to see. And yeah, so we got all these bits that have come in here. And while she was there, she also got the engine parts. So we got all the engine parts in here. New filters, new impellers, new gaskets, new thermostats, all that kind of stuff. So we'll be working on this one. That'll get a partial service this year, the Honda. I say a partial, it'll get service, but I won't be replacing all the parts in it because it wasn't used much. And I'm just looking over those. Those are pretty much okay. The 4-horse needs a new fuel filter I'm going to put in it. And the little one has actually been done because I took that out and went over it. But we are going to be replacing that little one with another one, hopefully. But we're trying to tidy up the shed at the moment and get everything organised. That's why the engines are out. They're out so I can get to work on them. And they're easy to get out the door when we need to use them. We've also got the new propeller. The original one there, which is the 12, and now we've got the 10. So we're going to try out the 10, see how we get on with that. Plus, like I said, we've got all the gaskets and oil filters and all the rest. And actually had a lot of help from James down in Brightening Sea Boat Park and Ride. So if you want any parts for Suzuki, or if you just want to get your engines checked out, that's a great place to go because he is very helpful and very knowledgeable. Anyway, we're going to try this out sometime and we'll see what happens. Hopefully we'll be able to get the boat back up on the plane because it's only sitting just below it. I know that because I've hit a wave and actually gone onto the plane. But the moment you stop and take off again, you're stuck to the water again. So hopefully it'll be that. Plus I'll have a little about 2 or 3 mil on the throttle, possibly. It's only a possibility. It might be hitting max already, but there is room to get it up a little bit. So hopefully that'll give us that extra oomph with the prop and we'll be off. Because it's obviously going to be a lot better on our fuel and be able to go distance. That's the whole point of it. I want to be able to get it onto the plane so we can actually travel a bit of distance without dragging through the water all the time. Right, well, better get back to it. Got to get onto these engines.
Troy's just in here servicing the Honda.
We had a hell of a lot of rain last night. You can see that there. That's a lot of water. Got here in time though. I know the pump switch has been sticking, so because it's obviously just sitting there, not moving around, getting gunked up. But we're going to change it soon anyway. Needs tidying up. Here comes the rain again. Get much done today, but hopefully next week it'll be a bit calmer. Might be a bit breezy, but we want to get on and get this done. Need to do the try and do something with this pipe here. Got to anti-foul it, of course, Needs a damn good clean up. Got to see about the new engine that's going to go here, but it should be fine. We're going to go for probably a Suzuki. Been looking through them all, and the Suzuki makes the most sense at the moment. If we can get hold of one, that is. Yeah, it just needs a damn good clean, that's all. Put another battery in just now to pump the water out, which is chucking it out slowly. The battery's not great, it's an old one, but it does the trick. I've just put the engine battery on charge, which is down there, and the thing is actually showing, I don't know if you can see that, where it's yellow. Red, yellow, orange kind of thing. That shows it's quite a good battery still. We only got an extra can of fuel. This is the one that I was using last year on the Honda to start with. But it appears the lid doesn't seal properly. It's just letting it weep out. So I've just banded a bag around the top of it for the moment, just to stop the evaporation, obviously. Tightened it down as much as possible. So I'm going to need to use that one straight away. And then I'm going to switch it out for these two cans that are up here now. Again, it's probably too dark to see. It's very dark in here at the moment because the lights haven't warmed up these low energy things. And yeah, like I said, we're going to see about getting another engine. We're sort of looking at the Suzuki 2.5. Did look at the Mercuries, which were 3.5. The trouble is with the 3.5, and there's a Tohatsu as well that does 3.5, because Tohatsu makes the Mercury apparently as well. And there's no difference in those engines as far as I know, apart from their design. The 3.5s, they weigh like 18 kilos, which is 18 kilos, or is it 20? 18, I think, which is 4 kilos more than the smaller one. Yet the 2.5 they sell is the same weight as the 3.5, which is 18 kilos, whereas the other ones all weigh around 13 to 14 kilos. So I need to keep it light because it's on the back of the boat. I also need enough power. But looking at the Suzuki one, it seems to have the most kind of power out of all the engines, and it's the better price. We had to take in a lot of things into it. So hopefully it'll work out all right. I've still got the 4-horse, which could always go on the back, but it's just the weight of it. I mean, that there weighs 21 kilos. We actually weighed it because I needed to know the weights and things. And this is just a bit too heavy to go on the bracket on the back of that boat. And I know that this engine here will push it fast enough. But we're going to get long shaft, so it goes into the water better, because this one, it's down low, and every so often with the waves, it's dropping in and out, which isn't good when we were testing it. So we're going to go for a long shaft. Anyway, we'll show you that when it arrives, but it'll just match this one. And I mean, that one matches that one, so you'd have a pair each. But like I said, it's not a very nice day. The weather, this is what I expected would happen. There's Rebecca hiding around the corner, look, with a bucket mug of tea. But we're, yeah, the weather's breaking down again for a while, and hopefully next week we'll get out and we'll start a bit of fishing. We'll see how we get on. As long as the weather cheers up a bit and it's not too windy, we'll, even if we go out in the small boat, start putting a few of these pots down, we'll get something done. And I'll probably show you a bit of working on the boat when we go and do that. Again, that'll be next week when it's nice weather, because we'll do it at the same time. We'll pop out, put a couple of pots out, and then go and anti-foul the boat or whatever needs doing. So right now we're going to go have a look at a little bit of fishing from last year. I think it's out on the boat. I believe it's pots. It might be rods. I don't actually know, because I haven't actually looked at the footage we've got left over still. But you'll see in a minute. Alright, good morning. So, as you can see, we're back on the boat. And today's just going to be a kind of a short trip. There is bad weather coming later, and it's setting in for the week by the looks of it. Right, we're going to fish for 1 hour, or maximum of 1 hour. Let's see what we can catch. Here we go. we go, first fish of the morning. Let me get my pliers out. Nice little bass. My stainless steel Rapala pliers are starting to go really rusty. That is a fish. Thought it was the bottom. Possibly foul hooked, but I want to be ready just in case. Doesn't feel that heavy, but it's not bad. Not bad at all, that one. There we go. That's a decent one. Take this one from the table. Pop them in there for now. Right, let's get sorted. You can pull us out of this area. Trying to keep it from the bottom just in case it's pollock. It's quite shallow. There it is. No, foul, I think. Yeah, foul up. Got two ups on the side, you see you're bringing it in sideways practically. Check the size on this. I want two for the table, but I don't know if I want this one. Oh, it's well over legal size, so I might take that one. Right, fish number 3. Fish number 4. Now that's a fish. And against the eye again. Good. Right. Fish number 5. Right, well, it's time to go. So what was the final count? Well, we had 5 fish landed and we lost 2 fish. So it works out about fish every 12 minutes. It started off quite good, but then it just seemed to die. And as you may be able to see, the weather is starting to turn now. So time to go.